Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. And I am making scrap clusters. So it's very easy. I'm just going to insert these in my journals, like in pockets or, on tuck, like if I have a pocket on the side of my journal, I can stick that in the pocket. So there's really no measuring. I'm not using a ruler. I'm not using a scoreboard. I'm just tearing cardstock or papers. These are just scrap papers that I have left over in my scrap bin. And I'm just layering it up. So some of my papers are going, the long ways this way. Some are going the short way. So yeah, it's obviously very easy to do. There's one. And then, of course, I do like a focal point in the middle. So that one has a stamp on it. Here's one that has, again, here's the layered pages. This has a book page. Again, here's the little ticket that I put up on the top for the top focal point. And this one has a brad right there. All right. They're all basically the same. Again, I just layered up some papers or cardstock. This one has a little word there on the front that says optimistic. Again, this one has a brad on it. Very easy to make. Just adds a little bit more charm to your pages or your pockets. This one has the focal point just says, it has postcard. I just tore all the edges, inked up around the edges. And then I just layered paper. Okay, so they all have 3 or 4 pieces of paper that I ripped and then layered it on there. This one has a butterfly on the front. Okay, and then I used a tab and put some ribbon through that. They're all made exactly the same. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make those. Okay, so right now I already have everything cut out. I do that. Just makes the video not so daunting as far as watching me cut things. So here's a piece. So like I said, I just rip all my stuff. So this is going to be my base. So I'm going to just rip that. Okay, and like I don't rip all the edges. So as you can see on this one, I'm just going to rip the 2 sides, and then I'm going to ink that on the sides and on the top. Okay, and then I have this other piece right here. Okay, so on this piece, I just need to make it so it can layer up a little bit. I just need to have it a little bit thinner, as in the width. I need the width a little bit thinner than that top piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Okay, so that's going to layer right onto there. Okay, so I want this to be right about here. So I'm just going to rip that. Okay, I'm going to ink up around my edges. All right, so then that's going to layer right like that. Okay, so now my next piece I want to kind of come this way, just to kind of change the momentum. So this is going to go, my next piece is going to go to the side, or not to the side. It's going to go, let me show you. It's going to go this way. Okay, so now because this piece is already kind of thin, I need to really be careful when I rip this one. And maybe I'll just rip this top part. It just kind of adds I think it just adds a little bit more texture, maybe a little bit longer than that. And like I said, I don't rip every single edge. Some edges I rip, some edges I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that up. And I don't glue them together until I have it all put together, because sometimes I change, if I want this maybe a little bit thinner or want this one a little bit shorter. So I just kind of play around with it at first, and see what I like or see what I don't like. Okay, so this one I want, let's see here, I want it a little bit wider than this second piece. So maybe right about here, I'm gonna rip that. And then I want it, yep, I think I kind of, maybe a little bit more. Let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna kind of leave it like that, and that's gonna be my next piece. All right, so I think you're kind of getting the gist of it. So that's gonna go like that. Okay, and then I have this ticket that I'm gonna put right there in the middle. Like this. And then I have this butterfly that I'm going to put right there as well. Okay, so I like that design, so I am just going to start gluing this together. All right. And I don't glue the whole piece. You'll see what I'm talking about here pretty soon. If I can get my glue to work, of course not. Let's see if I can get, there we go. So see, I just use a little bit of glue because, you know, I don't care if it, I mean, it's all going to stick together. Okay, and then this is my second piece. And I think I want this to go, I want that smooth edge to go there on top. And then I'm gonna put this right here. Okay, and then I have this piece. That's gonna go just like that. And then my butterfly, I just kind of put a little bit of glue there in the middle. That way I can kind of pop up those wings. And then I'm gonna go ahead and glue that onto there. I am gonna put a brad in this one, so I'm gonna use my hole right here on my crocodile, and I'm going to put a hole right there on there, and then I'm going to put the brad in there. Okay, easy peasy. Let's see here, let's put that on there. Let's pop up those wings a little bit, and there's that one. So very easy, didn't take much to do that. Get that out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to make one more. And on this one, I am going to, I am actually going to put a dangle on this one, a charm dangle. So let's go ahead and rip that piece. And again, you can make these as long as you want. You know, as short as you want, as wide as you want. It's your preference. That's what I like about junk journaling. You do you. Okay, I'm going to layer this with this piece. Okay, so actually I want this piece to go this way. So I'm going to go ahead and put that like that. Maybe not quite so thick. Okay, and I'm going to ink that up. Okay, so I want that like that. Okay, and then I have, let's see here, I have this piece that's gonna go that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and tear that. You know, some people like the tearing, so if that's what you like, you know, then that's what you're gonna do. Some people don't like to ink their edges, so you don't have to ink your edges. Yeah, again, you do what you like to do best. Whatever, however you like it to look. I like tearing and I like inking. So that's what I do. Okay, now I got a little book page here that I'm gonna put, I just want a little piece, I think. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it just like that. All right, so then I have a stamp that I'm gonna put Maybe I want my stamp to go that way, but then again, that stamp doesn't go that way. So actually, I want this piece to be more the long way, not the short way, I think. Okay. So do you see what I mean by I don't glue it down right away? Because I want to make sure that the way it's layered looks okay. Okay, I think I like that better with my stamp. Let's see here, with my stamp going that way. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and glue that. So this piece is gonna go like this. And this piece is gonna go up and down. Okay. And I didn't ink up this one, so I'm gonna ink this one up real quick. And then I'm gonna put a little charm on this one. So let's go ahead and put this here. And then I have my stamp that I'm gonna put there on the top, just for that focal point, okay? That's gonna go like that. Okay, so now again, I'm gonna use my crocodile so I can make a hole. It's gonna go right there. I'm gonna put my eyelet in there so that I can do a charm. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there's that. And then I have this little charm right here. Let's see here if you can you see that? Yeah, I think you can see that. So I'm gonna put that charm on there. Just like that. Let's see here. See if I put this on the right way. Now it wants to come out. Okay, so I think you got the point. And I did put it on backwards. So anyways, I think you got the point. The charm goes on there like that. So that is the way that one's gonna look. Okay, so there's that one. So here's all the ones I've made. There's that, there's that. There's the pink butterfly. Here's another with just a brad. Here's a eyelet with some baker's twine. Okay, there's that one. And there's that one. All right, very easy video, very easy, quick make. If you like my video, please subscribe and leave a comment if you would like to. I'd appreciate it. Why won't that stick? Okay, there we go. All righty, thank you. And until the next video, have a good one. Bye-bye.